there is my child. Okay, so the other thing I also forgot to say, and I would say that this is a con, not a con. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a review video of the Senreve mini Maestra bag. Firstly, I'm going to apologize in advance. I do sound nasally. I have unfortunately been sick for the past week. It's been one of the perils of being pregnant, having a weak immune system. I actually feel that this time around with the second pregnancy, my immune system has actually been a lot weaker, which is really annoying. It's just a head cold. It's just that it's taking a long while to beat. So I may sound a little bit sick and nasally. I might cough a little bit. I do apologize. We are doing a review today of this bag. Firstly, if you aren't already subscribed to this channel and you do like luxury videos and fashion and all that jazz, then please hit that subscribe button below. I would really appreciate it. And also the bell so you can be notified when I do upload new videos, which is generally at least once a week. And to everyone who's already subscribed, thank you very much. Today is going to be, like I said, a review of this bag. And I also have a little surprise at the end. I am going to be doing a small giveaway, but we'll get into the details later. So this is the Senreve, a mini Maestra bag. You probably have seen this quite a lot on Instagram and on YouTube. Yes, influencers, creators, I consider myself a creator, not an influencer, by the way, have been given this bag for free. I can't fault the company for doing that because everybody has to start somewhere. If you are creating a brand, you have to start somewhere. And generally the best way to go about it is by doing, you know, giving out free product and getting people to talk about the bag. However, one of the conditions that I have when it comes to accepting free product, I get contacted many a times to take on board free product, and probably at least I would say 9, maybe about 8 times out of 10, I decline. And I only take on board the items that I do like. And I already knew that I liked this bag. I had seen it on social media and I knew I liked it. So when they gave me the opportunity to grab it, I was like, yes, I actually really like this bag. The only reason I hadn't bit the bullet on buying it yet is because, as you know, I do have Hermes bags. They are crazy expensive. I have a very small collection because of the fact that Hermes bags are very expensive, but I am glad that they have given it to me, and now I'm really super appreciative of the bag. I'm really enjoying it. It definitely fills a void in my lifestyle that I did not have before, and that is a carefree but luxury bag that I can use to go, you know, do errands, to pretty much go anywhere that I don't feel that an Hermes bag is appropriate. So right now, being 16 weeks pregnant, this has been my go-to bag for my antenatal appointments. It has been the only bag that I have grabbed for antenatal appointments. Unless for any reason I need to take a laptop with me, this is the bag that I have been using. Actually, as a matter of fact, because I have been using this bag so much, I then decided to sell my Lady Dior bag, which was also a very low cost bag that I bought pre-loved. I decided to sell that because I was just reaching for this bag, and that bag fit the purpose of a carefree bag, whereas this just does a whole lot more for me. It's a really nice size, and we'll get more into the details. Firstly, we'll talk about the price. So the price of this is $695 USD. This is in the mini size. There are some other sizes available, but I think that the other sizes, as they get big, they get bigger. They are more for people that really enjoy big bags, or they're for people that need a bigger bag for work. Because I work from home, I don't need a big bag, so this is the bag that is a perfect size for me, fits everything I need. Now, I do have a coupon code. Currently, it is for $50 off with the coupon code Purseonfleek. You're not obligated to use it. I do get a small commission. If you don't want to use it, that's fine. Do whatever you wish, just throwing it out there. If you want to save $50, I have that coupon code. I believe when I am uploading this video, it may very well be Black Friday, so they may have an even better offer. Now, the actual bag color itself that I have picked is called Pebbled Blush. So it is in the pebbled leather. And if I bring this a bit closer, you might be able to see that there's kind of like a grain to it. And I relate this grain to be, I would say it's quite similar to Epsom leather if you are familiar. However, the difference that I find with this bag is that it doesn't feel so laminated. I am not a fan of Epsom leather. This feels like the better version of Epsom leather because it has that kind of grain that's scratch free. And the difference that I noticed with this grain is that it's actually not just like a heat stamped sort of, it doesn't seem the same. It doesn't seem like it's a heat stamped sort of grain, whereas if I scratch it, it's going to expose color underneath. It doesn't feel like that. Obviously, I know this stuff because I have owned Hermes Epsom bags. I know Hermes leather to a T, so I can say quite confidently that this feels like Epsom leather. It has the structure of Epsom leather, but it is better than Epsom leather. This is pretty much what I want Epsom leather to be. I believe that they do claim that all their bags are scratch resistant and waterproof and stain resistant. Okay, I do believe that they claim that with all their leathers. I can say that definitely for this leather that I have here, I would say that it's definitely all of the above, without a doubt. The claims are correct. This is definitely scratch-free, scratching it, nothing's happening. Definitely water resistant and definitely stain resistant. And that's a great thing too, because like I said, this is my go-to bag pretty much for occasions where the Hermes bags I have are not appropriate. So the actual Senreve bags, they are in fact made in Italy. They are all handcrafted in Italy using genuine leather. And as a matter of fact, where they are created is where other luxury brands have their products created that manufacture in Italy. When you do buy these bags on the website, they do also have free returns within the US, but if you are within another country, you do unfortunately have to pay the return. For most countries, as a matter of fact, the price that you pay for this bag is all inclusive of the shipping and the duties, so the duties and taxes. There are a few exceptions with countries. So the height of the bag is 19 centimeters. The width at the widest point, so I would say that this part here is 29 centimeters. The base width, so that is going from the narrowest part here, just on the base, is 21 centimeters. And the actual depth of the bag, so how much depth you have inside here, is 14 centimeters. There is also 4 feet on the bottom of the bag. I think I still have the stickers on. Yeah, I do. I still have the stickers on. I tend to do that with all my bags until they start peeling anyway. So it has 4 feet, which is really good. That's a fantastic thing because you're not having to worry so much about your base getting dirty. The bag can actually be worn in 4 ways, which again makes it extremely versatile and is what I love about it being my grab and go bag for when I'm, you know, like I said, in those situations where I need a more carefree bag. And also when I'm going to my antenatal appointments, I generally have my daughter with me. So I can actually make this bag into a backpack. All you got to do to turn it into a backpack, how it is now, you just pull the strap, pull it all the way, and on the other side, pull it all the way. All I've done is just pull the straps through, and this can actually be worn as a backpack. I've had no problems with it being like, it's been fine. Like I know that it's not the traditional like kind of backpack, but as for comfort, I have no qualms with it. Then of course, like I had it originally before, you can just pull the straps right back through, straighten them up a bit because they do get twisted once you've kind of put it into that backpack position and then pulling it back out. Pull it out and you now have a long length shoulder strap. You can also then adjust these to be, to actually wear the bag crossbody if you want to. So let's have an overall look at the function of the bag. So it does have this button here. You just push that open. So it's got a snap, kind of like a snap button. It's quite magnetized. I wouldn't say that it's ridiculously crazy magnetized or it's hard to open it, but it's at that perfect point, you know, so no problems there with the opening and closing. And this is the inside of the bag. It's aligned with what feels like I think it's a suede kind of feel. It might just be a microfiber, I'm not 100% sure. If it says on the website, I'll correct myself below. So it's got a really nice, luxurious lining, which is fantastic. And as you'll see, it's got quite a lot of pockets inside the bag. So you've got pockets here inside, you've got a zip. All right, I know I'm not really doing it justice by holding it the way I am. Okay, so here's your zip. You've got your 2 front pockets. And then if we flip the bag, you'll also see that we have a big pocket here, and then you've got a snap button to close it like that. So that's generally where I put like my wallet, my phone, my wallet, those sorts of things, the ones that I need easy access to, but I kind of want them to be semi-secure. And then you've got the deep inside of the bag. And then you've also got this little part here where you can attach your keys if you want to, or if you use a mini pochette, you can attach your mini pochette to that. And then at the back of the bag, you have a very small, little cute back pocket. It does fit my phone, but it's just not the most secure way of holding your phone. I pretty much only pop my phone in this when, say, they've called my name at, you know, the doctor's surgery and I've had my phone in my hand. I just quickly shove it in that pocket. So that's what's good about that. So that's a quick run through of the actual specs of the bag and how it functions. It's 4 ways, which is probably one of the biggest fantastic things about this bag. Is it's great. I'd say it's great for a mum, because who doesn't want to go from having a shoulder bag to a backpack when you really need to be hands-free? For me, that's a fantastic thing. I have no other bag that does that for me and is a decent size. I know there are other bags in the market that you convert into a backpack, but generally they require some fiddling. This just requires you to pull the strap. So that's probably the best thing I like about this bag. When you receive the bag, you do also get a really nice dust bag with it. So that adds to the luxurious component of it. All right, now, of course, there are some cons of the bag. I don't think any bag is perfect, but I like to be completely honest, and here are some of the cons that I had noticed with the bag. And the first con, that is probably the biggest one of all, is weight. This isn't exactly the lightest bag. It's not like like a Longchamp bag or even like a Louis Vuitton Neverfull. It is not light like that. The base weight of this, completely empty, is 1 kilo. So that is a sufficient weight. I wouldn't put that in the light category. I also wouldn't put it in the heavy category either. So it's kind of in that middle point when it comes to weight of the bag. However, that is expected, being a luxury bag made of full leather, that you will regardlessly have some weight to the bag. Another thing I noticed is that when the bag is completely full, so full to the max, you're obviously adding more weight to the bag in that sense, and I do find that it's actually a little bit harder to close this. Now, this is only when the bag is completely full, and I think that is because when it's full, it's starting to kind of wanting to tilt a bit when it's on your shoulder. So that's when I find that little bit harder to close, because this doesn't really line up with this naturally. Whereas when you don't have much in it, it's easier to close because it's lined up perfectly. Let's go and run through the things that I can sort of fit in this bag. I have here an iPad, and I think this is the 6th generation 9-inch iPad. So it's not an iPad mini, it's a standard size iPad. I think it's like the latest model, and it does fit inside. It doesn't have a case on it. It would fit with just like a normal slimline silicone case. So that's how that looks inside with the iPad. I don't believe it's going to fit. Now, it wouldn't fit in this back pocket here, but that it would fit an iPad mini in that back pocket there with that snap closure. So this iPad fits fine in there. Now I've got sunglasses. I've got Celine sunglasses. Put it inside where I showed you before. Because the iPad's in there, it's getting a bit awkward. I probably should have left that one to last. I'm going to push it forward a bit. Okay. Because it's got these pockets in the bag, there's actually pockets, I didn't mention it before, but there's pockets where this, see how I told you guys that there's that big pocket here where the snap closure is? There's also pockets up against that as well. So there's pockets there, and there's also pockets at the front of the bag. And there's also that zip at the front. I'm going to put this in one of those pockets here, because it's that microfiber or that suede kind of feeling lining. The glasses are going to be protected, and I'm putting the lenses up against here. See them there? Sorry. So I put them there so that way the actual lenses themselves are quite protected. I've got my catch-all. I started using this now. And it's got quite a lot of stuff in there. It's pretty jam-packed actually. It's got like my nasal spray, lip balm, a lipstick, a lip pencil, perfume, blotting papers. It's really full. It's got medicine in there. So we'll chuck that in here, and that fits. So that's how that's looking. Now I've got some tissues, and then I've also got my Louis Vuitton pochette clé, or key pouch, whatever you call it. And I'm probably just gonna put this. I'm gonna chuck the tissues, I might put them down the side of the bag, just where the catch-all was, up, and then put the catch-all up against it. And then I'm going to put the key pouch where I said I typically put it, which is in that big back pocket there where it's got the snap closure. So I've got a power bank, and the power bank I'm going to put towards the front of the bag in that zip pocket that was just here. You can't really see it because the iPad's there, but there was that zip pocket there, and there's also those other little pockets. My phone I will put in that pocket again next to the key pouch. Almost at full capacity now, almost. It's still got space. What's really restricting is that iPad, because it's creating that firm board for me when I'm putting the items in. If I had taken that out, I think we'll be able to fit more, but I'll just leave the iPad in there for now. So I've got a drink bottle here, and that should still fit in. Yep, it does. So now we're at pretty much full capacity. So I've got the drink bottle in there, the sunglasses, the iPad, the catch-all, the tissues, the key pouch, my phone, my power bank. Let's see if we can push the limit a little bit more. Little bit more. What have I got here? Okay. Baby wipes. Let's see if we can fit baby wipes. My daughter is completely toilet trained, so I no longer need to carry nappies for the time being until the second child is born. So I only usually sometimes carry baby wipes or some sort of hand sanitizer wipes. So let's see if we can fit this in. Yeah, okay. Now we're definitely at full capacity. So the baby wipes have fit in, and that's everything. So that fits quite a lot in the bag. And it's at full capacity. It's a real struggle to zip it up. I probably could if I push things down, but I can't really be bothered. I tend to not zip up the bag actually, unless I'm in a situation where I really want to be super duper ultra secure. I tend not to zip it up. I just usually close it like this. Because I find that because the flap covers pretty much the entire length of the bag, and when you close it, it comes to that narrow point. I find that my items are extremely secure anyway. Like, you can't get in there and really get anything. So I tend to not zip up the bag just for ease, especially, you know, if you're paying for items at a grocery checkout, you just want to get in and out of the bag quite easily. Now, this is where I'll sort of show you how when the bag is full, it is a little bit harder to close the bag when you're at maximum capacity. You do tend to have to use two hands. So what I do, I kind of scooch up my knee a bit to lift the bag like that, so I can pull down this and then close the bag. This is the bag that I'm giving away. Obviously, it is not a luxury bag. Not a luxury bag by any means, but I really do love this bag. I use this bag when I go to the hairdresser, and I use it when I go to the beach. I actually get compliments all the time whenever I take this bag to the hairdresser. Everyone's always asking me where I get it from. So I do want to give one of these away. You can actually pick the color, so there are a few colors available. So to enter the giveaway, you will need to put the word enter in the comments below, and also tell me which color of bag you would pick. So the word enter and then the color of the bag that you would choose. And please, because it's hard to contact you on YouTube by private message, please leave either your email address or your Instagram handle so I can contact you if you're the successful winner. If you do want to have a bonus entry in the giveaway, please be following me on my Instagram, Purseonfleek, and as well as my Facebook page, Purseonfleek. And to make sure that I can actually see that you've gone ahead and successfully done the extra bonus step, comment on the photo here. And yeah, that will get you another bonus entry if you do those little things with Instagram and Facebook. Yeah, hopefully you do like this bag, whoever is successful. And I know it's not a luxury item, but I just wanted to give back something, and something that I actually really use in my lifestyle as well. But yeah, I have nothing else to say. I think this is a long enough video as it is. And thank you very much for watching. If you did like it, please give it a thumbs up, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.